You know that feeling. It's 3 days before payday. You've worked 40, 50, maybe 60 hours this month. You've done everything right. You went to school, you got the job, you're hitting your KPIs. But you open your banking app, and that number staring back at you? It's depressing. It doesn't make sense, right? You're making more than you did 5 years ago, but somehow you feel poorer. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Income is not wealth. You can earn $200,000 a year and still be one bad break away from total collapse. Most people are trapped in invisible patterns, financial glitches in the matrix that keep them broke regardless of their salary. Today, we're breaking those patterns. Welcome back. If you're tired of the earn, spend, repeat cycle and you're ready for a future where you actually own your time, you're in the right place. Do me a favor, hit that like button. It tells the algorithm that financial literacy actually matters. And subscribe, because we're building a community of people who refuse to stay stuck. Let's get into the 10 reasons you're still broke and how to fix it. 1. The golden cage lifestyle inflation. The most dangerous trap is the upgrade cycle. You get a $500 a month raise and suddenly that 2-year-old iPhone feels old. You think, I work hard, I deserve a nicer place. But here's the kicker. A bigger apartment isn't an asset, it's just a bigger bill. When your expenses rise exactly in tandem with your income, you aren't moving forward, you're just running faster on a treadmill that's getting steeper. The wealth shift. Wealth isn't what people see you spend. It's the gap between what you earn and what you spend. If that gap isn't growing, your wealth isn't growing. 2. The education gap. Think about it. You spent 12 years in school, maybe 4 more in college. You learned about the Pythagorean theorem and the Great Depression, but did anyone ever explain how to read a cash flow statement? Did anyone show you how a 401k actually works? Probably not. Most of us are taught to be good employees, not wealth builders. We're taught how to trade time for money, which is the most expensive trade you'll ever make. The wealth shift. Stop relying on your degree. Your financial education starts after you graduate. 3. The single point of failure. In engineering, a single point of failure is a part of a system that, if it fails, stops the whole thing from working. For most people, that point is their job. If your boss wakes up in a bad mood, or an AI can do your task for 10% of the cost, your entire lifestyle vanishes. That isn't security, it's a gamble. Wealthy people don't have a job, they have a portfolio of income. The wealth shift. Your goal isn't just a higher salary, it's building income pillars that don't require you to be in a cubicle at 9 a.m. 4. The debt illusion. Society has done a great job of rebranding debt. They call it financing, monthly installments, or buy now, pay later. It sounds so harmless, doesn't it? But every time you sign a loan for a depreciating asset, like a car or a TV, you are literally volunteering to be a servant to a bank for the next 3 to 5 years. You're trading your future freedom for a temporary hit of dopamine. The wealth shift. If you have to finance a toy, you can't afford it. Period. 5. The today bias. Short-term thinking. Our brains are wired for the savannah, not the stock market. We want the steak now. We want the comfort now. But wealth requires a time preference shift. Broke people think in days and weeks. The middle class thinks in months. The wealthy think in decades. When you ask, can I afford the monthly payment? You've already lost. The wealth shift. Start asking, what will this $100 be worth in 20 years if I invest it today? At 7% return, it's about $380. Every coffee is a future steak. 6. The fear of the red. I get it. The stock market looks scary. The news says a crash is coming every other Tuesday. So, you keep your money in a safe savings account. but safe is the riskiest move you can make. With inflation, your $10,000 in the bank is slowly losing its muscle. It's like a battery that's leaking power. You aren't saving money, you're watching it die. The wealth shift. Risk isn't just losing money in the market, risk is reaching age 65 and realizing your savings can only buy you a week's worth of groceries. 7. The Instagram tax, Sachral Pesher. We are the first generation in history that compares our behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reel. You see a friend on a yacht in Bali and you feel behind. So you book a trip you can't afford. You're paying an Instagram tax, spending money you haven't earned to impress people you don't even like. The wealth shift, real wealth, is anonymous. If you're busy trying to look rich, you'll never actually be rich. 8. The Drift Clear Plan. Most people don't have a spending problem, they have a direction problem. If you don't tell your money where to go, it will find its own way out of your wallet. Without a target, you're just drifting through your career. You need a freedom number, the exact amount of money you need invested to never have to work again. The wealth shift, a budget isn't a cage, it's a map. It doesn't tell you what you can't do, it tells you what you can do. 9. Emotional spending, the retail therapy trap. Bad day at work? Order pizza and buy a new pair of shoes. Had a fight with your partner? Browse Amazon. We use spending as a coping mechanism. But you can't fill an emotional hole with a material object. It's a temporary fix that creates a permanent financial scar. The wealth shift. Before you buy anything over $50, wait 48 hours. If the need disappears, it wasn't a purchase, it was an impulse. 10. The salary myth. This is the big one. We've been told that a six-figure salary is the finish line. It's not. It's just the starting blocks. A salary is a linear income. It stops when you stop. Wealth is exponential. It grows while you sleep, while you're on vacation, and while you're playing with your kids. The wealth shift. Move your focus from how much can I earn to how many assets can I own. The reason you're feeling stuck isn't a lack of effort. You're probably a hard worker. The problem is the system you're operating in. If you follow the standard path, the one society laid out for you, you will end up where most people end up, stressed, tired, and broke. But now, you know the traps. You can see the invisible patterns. And once you see them, you can break them. Your salary is a tool, but you're the architect. If this video gave you a light bulb moment, do me a favor and share it with one person who's currently grinding but getting nowhere. Leave a comment below. Which of these 10 traps is your biggest struggle? I'll be jumping in to reply to as many as I can. Start small, start today. And I'll see you in the next one.